Hello, Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? So today I'd like to talk about the essential matter concerning in the people's respect and people development in Bangladesh. You know that our whole system is totally based on the syndicate system. So whenever you will not free from the syndicate system, syndicate measurement, then you can't get the proper development or advantage procedure in Bangladesh. So more especially, I'll talk about the transport system, how the individual, public, or the common transport system has been violated by the syndicate system. And you know that Bangladesh is actually a not a big country, but has a huge amount of population. And Bangladeshi government, they have failed to organize, to utilize the advantage and development policy of the common people. So as a part of this, our transportation system has been systemized, has been violated by many kind of stakeholders. So it's actually not possible, even not desirable, to get rid of from the syndicate system with a very short time. But as a advocate, I think that we have to raise our voice against these types of misleading activities of the government, of the common people, or of the public or private companies. So more especially, I have to talk about the railway system in Bangladesh. Railway is a very good service system in Bangladesh, but you know that from 2008 to 2030, it did not get any kind of development policy. And for these regions, most of the political entrepreneur and most of the political thinker, they used to say that railway is a loss lost sector of Bangladesh investment, because in every year the Bangladeshi government, they are investing huge amount of money, they are investing more than the margin policy, but the Bangladeshi people, common people, they did not get any kind of success from the railway system or railway procedure. How will you make a basic development on this policy, whether there are apparent example of corruption and corruption related activities? So not only the railway sector, today I would like to talk about the loan sector. Loans means from in Borishal area there are more than 21 districts, and in those districts there are only one vehicle for transportation. The vehicle's name is loans. But you know that in loan system, this is also led by the government affiliated organization, rather run by the common people, rather run by the private companies or the public companies. Even every political person, every stakeholders, they have the same intention to get huge amount of money by investing in those sector of the transportation. But you know that transportation is a system whether the common people will get the service for their common lifestyle, they will make easier their lifestyle. If you can get the example of our neighbor country India, our neighbor country Pakistan, even Singapore or Afghanistan, their transportation system is maximum free. But it is not possible in the Bangladeshi policy and practice to radically change everything related to the transportation system in Bangladesh. For example, this is the Eid ul Adha, and the biggest festival for the Muslim people or the Muslim community. And for these regions, 90% of the Dhaka's people, they left Dhaka to go to their home. And for these regions, they're using the different kinds of transportation system. And the transportation company, they are increasing the rate of the ticket, the rate of the services, the rate of the demanded policies. So how is it possible? Is it a Muslim country? Do you think that Bangladesh is a Muslim country? What is the nature of a Muslim people? And Muslim people will definitely work for the development, work for the advantage of his or her neighbor Muslim people. But in Bangladesh, whenever you can get any kind of festival, the Muslim people, I doesn't mean only the Muslim people, all kinds of people, they have the same strategy to get to make even to invest a huge amount of money on the service sector. So why you have to take the responsibility? There are lots of ways for making huge amount of money. Why you are choosing the service sector, whether people are getting some of the rights, some of the liabilities from the sectors. So I think that Bangladeshi government, they have to take the effective responsibility, effective mechanism to stop these types of policy. Otherwise, we have no option in our hand to make a basic development on the transportation system in Bangladesh. Even in the previous time, the previous government, they has emphasized a new law, Bangladesh Railway Bill 2024. But right now, I will demand a new codification or laws named Bangladesh Railway Act 2026. If it is happen, then I think that Bangladeshi government, they can handle the railway sector with a very good intention. You know that why railway is important, because our northern part, in our northern part, our total transportation system is based on the railway. So whenever there is corruption, there is mismanagement, so how people will travel from Nauga to Dinajpur, Dinajpur to Rajshahi, Rajshahi to Sapahar, different places of northern Bengal? It's actually not possible for the common people who are leading their lifestyle under the actual rate of their per capita income or per national income. So humbly, I'm requesting the government to make the individual laws related to the service sector. Even we have a laws, Bangladesh Road Trans Safety Act 2018, but this law is also ensigned, and it is the totally reflection of Bangladesh Transportation Act 1980 or 1990s. So I think that it should change radically for the development policy, for the updated policy of Bangladeshi politics in the future time. So Bangladeshi government, right now the present government, they used to say that Shobar Age Bangladesh. So whenever you are preferring the system and policy of the Bangladesh, then you have to take some dependent policy. You have to take some updated policy for making it corruption free, for making it people friendly, for making it environment friendly. So as a part of this, you have to, I'm humbly requesting the Bangladeshi government, they have to initiate and enact new laws related to the private individual sector. I mean that Bangladesh, Biman Bangladesh, related to the bus tractor union Shomiti, related to the railway and railway related activities. Bangladesh government, they will also initiate to make a new plan for making new laws for the launch policy or water based vehicle policy. So what is the demand, what is the core upgradation of the new laws? The first upgradation is that whenever there will be new laws, then people will much more educated about the policy, then people will concern about their rights. The second reason is that whenever there is actual laws, then all kinds of stakeholders, they will give up from corruption. They are fearing about the surveillance systems of this laws mechanism. The third reason is that implementation mechanism of these laws. If the law is implemented properly on the stakeholders related to those acts, then everything will be crystal and clear. People will not take the disadvantage of corruption, and people will not affiliate himself or herself in the misleading activities. So I don't know it will happen in the future or not. In the previous time, the previous government, they has taken lots of development policies and individual laws policies, but they have already failed in implementing to achieve it. So I think that I'm not really on people's activities. I'm not really on the political person's opinion. I'm totally really on the action. Whenever the government action is beautiful, action is active, whenever the government will work as a CCTV or the surveillance mechanism, then everything will be fine in our service sector. You will never find these types of malpractices in service systems in the other countries of the universe. So we are talking about the European system, European policy, European countries, but you know that European service system, it is well structured, well maintained, well furnished. There are no problem in that policy in Europe or the European countries. But why you are facing these types of problems only for your own matter, only for your own deeds? So tactically we have to give up from this misleading practice. related to the service sector in Bangladesh. And in the future time, we will change everything as per our desired policy, inshallah. And Bangladesh government, they will try its level best for implementing these types of private laws for the development policy of the individual service sector in Bangladesh, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.